Today, I am sitting down with Deniece Williams, a vocal phenomenon whose voice has shaped the sound of soul, R&B, and gospel for decades. Together, we'll dive into her incredible career and the unique vocal technique behind her soaring soprano. There are sopranos, and then there is your kind of soprano. So how did you know you had this super rare, very high voice?
You know, and I think it came from being in the church choir when I was singing first soprano. I was around 16, I think, 16 or 17. And one of the girls in the neighborhood ran up to my house one day and she had this LP. And she said, "You should listen to this girl. You sound a lot like her." And I played it. It was the Rotary Connection, and Minnie Riperton was the lead vocalist for Rotary Connection.
Voices at the far ends of the spectrum, such as low contraltos or extremely high sopranos like Deniece, are more immediately recognizable due to their rarity. Leading contemporary women with this type of voice around Deniece's emergence were Sarita Wright, Linda Lewis, and Minnie Riperton. So like a Deniece Williams and Natalie Dessay, Erna Sack, Kathleen Bottle. I noticed they all typically have very, very fast vibratos.
The chords are thicker, the more heavy the voices. And when they are lighter, higher voices have thinner folds.
That's why they call them birds.
Yes. So exactly.
Another quality of Williams' voice, similar to others with this type of soprano, is that it is often described by voice teachers as a top-down voice. In this graphic, you can see the difference between a high soprano and a heavier soprano. The high soprano typically has more head voice, and as a result has more access to high notes. But the trademark of this type of voice is actually in its ability to sustain long lines in the upper reaches of the fifth and lower ends of the sixth octave without fatigue. You singing the high notes when I think the song is Every Time He Comes Around.
Yes, I did. I did. I sang on that. I did the background, and I remember, the look on everybody's face when I did that. I remember the look on my face when I did it. Okay, so.
Many people can train and practice to extend their vocal range, but many women who can sing above high C, like Williams, have described their ability to sing in the highest realms of the human voice as always being present. The range, the 4 octaves, is that something you've always had, or is that something you had to work on?
It was just a natural thing to do. That's the range that, God gave me, and I'm very comfortable there. When I joined Stevie Wonder, I was always the girl on top, of it. So, we had Shirley Rose was the alto, and Lonnie Rose was the second soprano, and I was the first soprano. So, that's a position that I liked. It was easy to do that.
Thank you very much, Jonathan.
I think many of those singers are just born like that. The natural ability, like when Kathy Battle, when she talks, the voice is very light and high. Those voices they're born like that. They're born with that higher range.
Her exceptional high range is a trademark of her vocal style. But it's not just about hitting the high notes. Let's explore how she blends her technique and artistry to create her distinct sound. What is vocal technique to you?
Vocal technique to me is being able to go from one level to another in your voice. I mean, with me, my exercises take me through at least three and a half octaves. It also helps you to jump from one octave to another without there being a break in your voice. That was something that I concentrated on with my vocal lessons is knowing when I can go from chest to head, and you not knowing that I made that move because it's smooth.
There are two muscles that control the voice. The CT muscles control the head voice and high notes. And the TA muscles control the chest voice and low notes. One of the best examples of this is her song, God is Truly Amazing.
God is truly amazing.
So like when you're talking about that break, I'm trying to think of a song. Maybe like God is Amazing. God is truly amazing.
He's amazing. My God is truly.
How would you describe like what you're doing right there? Though that switch between those two.
Well, I'm going from one octave to another. That's what's happening.
God is truly amazing. My God is truly.
In Edmund John Mayer's A Revelation of the Voice, he writes, at C sharp third space, a change in the form and placement occurs. You'll notice Deniece makes a similar transition between C and the third space and D at the top of the style. And it's at this place that we hear the beautiful, bright qualities that we associate with her.
So she's going into like the middle, the chest middle, where you have the voix mix, as we call it, the voice mix, where you're starting to turn the voice from just simply chest voice into adding more head into it, head tones into it. When she got to the note, then you hear the stability in the chord, right? When she held the note, because the throat can't be unstable at that point.
Voix mixte is the French term for mixed voice. Alfred Bernard Bach describes it as the intimate blending of the timbres of the two forms of the chest and falsetto. Referring back to our earlier graphic, Deniece's kind of soprano is more head voice dominant, which is why the sound is lighter than other voices. She stays in the voix mix until opening up at the very top to sing a full head voice on high E flat.
So she went may, you have to like almost modify the vowel so that you keep it slightly open so that it makes it easier to go into the transition of your top. And that's what a lot of singers don't master or they don't understand. I mean, great singers do, of course, or a lot of people like you have to work. It's like almost you have to slow down how you practice. You have to go back and forth, in and out, and then go up and down, back and forth, over and over and over and over again until you find the right pathway, is what I always say.
And what about when you do the high E flat at the end?
God told me to go there, so I went.
Okay. So do you have an E flat? Did you ever have one?
In my voice lessons, yes. It's not something that you want to hear.
The E flat for her is what the C would be for your kind of soprano.
Yeah, C sharp. Yeah, we don't need anything above a C.
For sopranos with Deniece's vocal makeup, high D, E, and F tend to be their signature notes. The New York Times described it as, her feline soprano effortlessly soars to E flat above soprano high C. Another signature of the high soprano is the high staccato. Singers achieve staccato by quickly releasing and re-engaging the vocal folds, resulting in a percussive and punctuated sound. You can hear staccato in arias such as The Bell Song, but you can really hear it in Deniece's improvisations. Her type of voice and technique are what play a role in how she arranges and produces her music. Do you arrange your vocals as well?
I do. A lot of times I do. I mean, certainly with some of the incredible producers I work with, Maurice White, Tom Bell, George Duke, you know, they had a lot to say about maybe if you tried this, but they really gave me a free hand in doing the vocal, you know, my vocal backgrounds and stuff.
When listening to some of her biggest hits, such as Free, Silly, or Black Butterfly, you can hear that Deniece's production focuses on lighter instrumentation rather than heavy arrangements. This allows her voice to remain the focal point. Billboard would compliment her production, saying that her collaborations with Maurice White should be praised for its unobtrusive orchestration that perfectly complement her ethereal voice. Few songs showcase the ethereal quality of Deniece's voice than My Prayer. One of my favorite Christian or gospel songs by you is, my very favorite. You actually don't sing on it. It's called My Prayer.
Oh, yes.
That is I was like, this is just beautiful.
Oh, my gosh. I was really praying, and in the midst of praying, that song, that melody popped out, and I just decided to put it down.
But more importantly, My Prayer represents how important Deniece's faith is to her. What does your faith mean to you?
My faith is everything to me. God is first. I would not have lived this life that I've been allowed to live without God going before me and making opportunities for me. Oh, it started with giving me this voice, because I don't remember standing in line and saying, I'll take that voice. It was given to me, you know, by God. And so, you know, God is first.
Jesus, I know you touch me, then I'll be
Deniece's transition into Christian and gospel music not only resonated with listeners, but also became a defining aspect of her career. For decades, she would maintain a consistent presence in both the secular and Christian circles. Despite her success in R&B and pop, all of Deniece's Grammy wins have been from her gospel work. She would collaborate with the likes of Christian music giants such as Sandy Patty, and she would reach back and get some of her R&B and pop music contemporaries, such as Natalie Cole, to put their testimonies on wax. The duet you did with Natalie Cole. We Sing Praises. How was that? What was it like working with her?
Well, you know, Natalie Cole and I were friends for years, and I walked through some pretty tough times with Natalie. So when Natalie came out on the other side, she wanted to sing a song with me, and so we sang a duet together called We Sing Praises. So we did that song, and I'm telling that girl sang on that song. I had to keep up, you know.
God is truly, He's amazing.
Williams' faith in God has given her the accolades, but she attributes her belief in God as the key to her not only having, but maintaining her voice. You recently celebrated a birthday, and
yes.
I'm blessed that I'll be able to see you in concert this weekend. But as it pertains to your voice, it's still in great shape. How have you managed to keep it in such great condition?
I blame it on Jesus, because I have done nothing special, but I still have my voice and still singing in my original keys. And I just thank God for it. But, you know, take care of your voice. Don't do anything crazy. I've learned how not to oversing, you know, so that I mess up. I'm very aware of the weather conditions a lot of times. So I try to protect my voice that way, drinking hot tea and those kind of things. So you'll be seeing me on Saturday, and we'll hang out and have fun.
All right. So thank you so much, Deniece. Thank you so much for your time. And I'm looking forward to seeing you this weekend.
I'll see you this weekend. God bless you. Bye.
Bye.